Good morning again, people. It's Charlie, and welcome back to another instalment of Bitesize Leeds on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. You know how it goes, people. All the latest goings on in the wonderful world of Leeds United Football Club, transfer news, general stuff about Leeds United. It all goes down on Bitesize Leeds. Just before I get into today's instalment, please smash that like button. Please subscribe and share all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. And let's get right into it. So then, let's get straight into it then, guys. So first up, I did discuss Liverpool yesterday because apparently that they've joined the race to sign Rafinha. If you haven't already, please go and check that one out from yesterday morning. But they've decided to go after another one of our players now, and that's Kalvin Phillips. Apparently, Jurgen Klopp is going head-to-head with Pep Guardiola over the signature of Kalvin Phillips. I'll be honest, I think if Phillips is leaving Leeds, I think it will be to City rather than Liverpool. I think City, with losing Fernandinho, I think there's a space there for him if he wishes to accept it and if Leeds accept a bid for him. I think at Liverpool, you know, Henderson's not leaving, Keita's still there. I just don't think he would get as much game time, strangely enough, than probably what he would at City and maybe the Cups and games in the Premier League that they don't see as big games. And again, that's not me discrediting Phillips. This is the whole sort of reason why I think Kalvin will stay at Leeds, because whoever he goes to, he's not going to get as much game time as what he obviously will at Leeds. Yeah, there's people that have questioned his ability in this new Marsh system. I've kind of questioned it a little bit as well. He didn't look as great in it as what he did under Bielsa, but you've got to caveat and say he only played under Marsh probably a handful of times. Hopefully, if he does stay, he's got a full pre-season to get used to it. He plays in a pivot with Rice for England. So can he get used to a double pivot? Who knows? But I do think Kalvin will stay. I do. Again, that's not me saying that he definitely will. He could well go. But if he is to go, is it going to be to Liverpool? In my opinion, no. I don't think it will be. I think if he does leave, it's got City all over it if he does leave. But hopefully, fingers crossed, he stays at Leeds and is still the Yorkshire Pearl and everything is all fine and dandy. The next thing that we'll move on to then is quite exciting. Obviously, it's something that we're all aware of anyway. But the deal for Rasmus Kristensen from RB Salzburg does look set to be finalised within the coming days. Hopefully by the middle or the back end of this week, he will be officially a Leeds United player. I think the fee is going to be about £8.5 million, 10 million euros, and he's going to sign a 5-year deal. Everything that I'm seeing of him, everything I'm hearing about him, it sounds like a perfect fit for Leeds United. I just wish that his performances back that up. A lot of people are saying, yeah, he scored 10 goals and he did this and he did that, but it's the Austrian Bundesliga, it's not the Premier League. Yeah, I accept that. And I kind of do get on board with that sort of narrative, but we have to give the lad time. I do think he will be a success. I do. I know I thought Firpo would be, and I got that terribly wrong. But let's give this lad a chance. You know, it's a second Salzburg signing after the signing of Brendan Aronson. So, as I've said on a previous upload, they'll be used to each other's game now. So, yeah, hopefully it'll be him over Ayling at right back next season. I do think we need improvement on that right-hand side. I've said it for a while now. Luke Ayling is poor at one-on-one defending. I do think that this Kristensen guy, he seems a bit more solid and he seems better. Well, maybe not better going forward, because I don't think it's his game really like it is Aylin's. But I think we need a more defensive-minded right back now in this Marsh system. And, Marsh has been adamant about signing Kristensen, apparently. He was at the top of the list for the fullback area, so hopefully that does pay off. And I can't wait to see him officially unveiled as a Leeds United player. And when that happens, I will be doing an upload on it. Just giving an instant sort of thought about it. And finally, on this morning's instalment, I'm going to speak about Valentin Castellanos. Now, I did touch upon him last week on Bitesize Leeds, where I discussed the possibility of signing him. It does look a little bit more likely now. There's more and more outlets reporting it. Apparently, Angus Kinnear and Victor Orta are in New York for that reason. They're wanting to finalise a deal pretty quickly. And I think a deal for Castellanos would be about 10-11 million pounds as well. Yes, it's the MLS, but he does seem like a smooth operator, really good technically, great finisher. And yeah, hopefully it's someone that can partner Bamford or can be at least in place of Bamford. We do need really good depth. We need good strength in depth. And even if he's not a guaranteed starter, hopefully he can at least add that depth in the attacking area. Apparently Orta and Kinnear are out in New York over the signing of another American player as well, who is unnamed. We don't know who it is. Can't see it being Tyler Adams, if I'm honest, because he plays for RB Leipzig, so they'd be in Germany, you would think. I know he's an American player, but does that mean they'd meet in America, or would they meet in Germany? Who knows? But it does seem like Leeds United are getting deals done and getting deals done quickly. It's really weird to see. I'm enjoying it, and I hope it pays off. And I hope that they have learned from the absolute shit show that last season's transfer dealings were. I mean, we signed Dan James, who, fair play to him, he works hard, but we didn't need him. That was 25 million quid that could have gone on a central midfielder, on another fullback, another striker. Junior Firpo, enough said about him. Don't get me wrong, if he's still here as a Leeds player next season, I wish him all the best and I hope he improves. But if that first season is anything to go by, I think we know what sort of performances we'll be getting from Junior. Congratulations to him and his missus as well. They did get married recently. I saw it on the Instagram live. It was just Leeds fans commenting about Rafinha, really, which I thought was a bit, there's a time and a place, isn't there? But anyway, that's a totally different story. As for Castellanos, as I said, when I spoke about it last week, it seemed like just one of them rumours, but the more outlets that are saying it now, it does look increasingly likely that this deal could get done. When it will get done, I don't know. They're trying to finalise it as soon as possible, if you're to believe the outlets that I'm reading. So, hopefully we can have a third signing announced as well. Obviously, the signings we've brought in already, Aronson and then Kristensen's going to be announced soon. Both Red Bull players that Marsh knows. This guy plays in MLS, so it's all American-based at the minute, which, yeah, there's some good American talents out there and there's some really good talents in the Red Bull network as well. I do hope that we kind of venture out, though, and have a look at Europe and stuff as well. But, that all remains to be seen. As I said, though, I'm just absolutely buzzing that Orta, Rads, Kinnear have seemed to have pulled the finger out a bit and, they're trying to get the business done early. Because think about it, the Australian tour's soon. So the more players that we sign prior to that, the more likely that this team is going to gel and Marsh can properly implement his system ahead of the Premier League. I think the fixtures get announced on the 17th, don't they? I think that's next Friday. So that's interesting as well. Hopefully we're not at Anfield or Old Trafford on the opening day again. Knowing Leeds will get a home game against City or Arsenal or Chelsea, won't we? we'll have it tough, but it's the Leeds United way. And as I said, hopefully these players can help Leeds United have a better season, because if we have to go through that sort of season again, I don't think I'll be able to cope. But anyway, I'm rambling now, so we'll leave it there. If you've enjoyed this video, guys, please smash that like button. Please subscribe and share all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, go check out the membership that's available on Chatting Leeds. It's £1.99 a month, and you'll see all the perks that come along with it. And I'll see you in tomorrow morning's instalment, guys. See you in a bit. Cheers.